Welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. We welcome all the fans tuning in on day 2 of the Sevens in Perth. It's Pool A that will conclude with Canada up against Spain. Of course, it's pretty much a dead rubber when it comes to the Cup playoffs, but we're almost underway here. Canada will be playing from right to left and kicking off the men's on this day 2. And we welcome everybody who's tuned in to this game. It's all action here in Perth. Of course, South Africa, if you're a South African fan, South Africa have qualified for the knockout stages with their 2 out of 2 victories, and Argentina as well, topping the group by virtue of points difference. But we're underway here. And if you're a Sevens rugby fan or just a rugby fan, South Africa, Argentina up next, but we're underway. And Canada have kicked off, and Spain come attacking now inside their own half on their 10-meter mark here. Centre field playing towards this right-hand side, looking for some space. We want to keep the ball retention. I'm sure that's the message from every coach. Time can go by in an instant, and Spain have it all to prove here against Canada as they make their way into the Canadian half now, up to their 10-meter mark, going towards the 22. Brought down on this left-hand touchline. One of the Spanish attackers. But it's exciting if you're a South African fan. They are in the playoffs. We'll see them later this afternoon with Stevie P taking you live with the quarterfinals. But here comes Spain, 6 meters out. The tackle is slipped, and it's a try. Spain up the account here. Enrique Bolinches for Spain. It's 5-0 under the posts, and an early lead for the Spanish. Here in Perth, Canada not able to defend their line well enough. You've got to make your tackles. And on that occasion, Spain slipping through and putting over the conversion. Make that 7 points to 0. With 5 minutes left to play. So just like that, an early try for Spain. But as we mentioned, 7 minutes a half, of course. You want to take every single opportunity that you can, because before you know it, 7 minutes is up. You want to limit the unforced errors. You want to make your tackles if you're the defending team. And we see an injury here as time is off for the moment to one of the Canadian defenders, going in to make that tackle, but in the process, doing himself a little bit of harm. And he will be leaving the field, and the replacement is already on. So an early attrition rate for Canada here. And to add salt to the wounds, they conceded that try. But up next, of course, we mentioned South Africa against Argentina here in Pool A. I'll be taking you live with that one as we see, whilst time is off, the South Africans warming up on the training pitch. They'll be looking to want to take top spot in Pool A at the moment, deadlocked at 6 points apiece. But Argentina, for the moment, on top of the log by virtue of points difference. So it's all action here. Of course, the knockout stages later on this afternoon. After 12 South African Standard Time are the 4 quarterfinals. And then tomorrow morning, of course, are the 2 semi-finals. And then at 7 minutes to 12 South African Standard Time tomorrow, that being Sunday, will be the Cup final. We hope to see the Blitzboks, of course, in that Cup final and make it 2 out of 3. Remembering that they did win the first tournament in Dubai, lost out in Cape Town on home soil, and they'll be looking to do one on Argentina, should I say, in the next game to progress and perhaps have an easier passage. But it's no easy feat here in the 7-man game. We saw Spain push South Africa in their second game. And here come Canada. The game is restarted. Spain, of course, restarting after scoring the try. If you do score, the rule says that you must take the restart to give the opportunity to the team who conceded to get possession. We see a lot of contestable kicks in the 7-man game. You want to try and get the ball back. And just keep in mind, if any game in the pool stages, not only the knockout stages, ends in a draw, they do play extra time, and the first score will win the game. We saw that yesterday with the USA and Australia. Mistakenly, I called the game as a draw, but here comes Spain again with an opportunity. Lovely, deft little feet here. From one of the Spanish attackers as they work their way inside the 22 of Canada, showing they got real resolve on attack. It's try number 2. Yes, it is. And Spain go 2 tries up. Right up against this left-hand or right-hand touchline, should I say. So no easy feat with a conversion attempt upcoming. But as I mentioned, with the USA-Australia game, ended at 14-all in normal time. And then the USA breaking the home crowd's hearts by scoring that try. The first score in extra time to win it by 19 points to 14. On this occasion, the conversion is not successful. But Spain up by 12 points to 0, folks. 2 early tries in this first half. It's been all Spain so far. As they take the restart again, Canada, however, this time do gather the restart, and playing the man in the air, says the referee. And we see limited patience from the referees in the 7-man game. Immediately going to his pocket and giving one of the Spanish attackers or players a yellow card. Dangerous play there. Not allowing the man to come down safely. And that has resulted in 1 man down. So playing with 7, down to 6 Spain now. So can Canada exploit this 1-man advantage as they've chosen for a scrum? They're just on their 10-meter mark. Centre field here. With 2.5 minutes to play in this first half, they've got it all to do, Canada. In case you don't know the rules, at scrum time, line-out time, 3-man scrum, 3-man line-out, gives you 4 attackers, but for Spain, of course, with that yellow card, 1 man short. There's an overlap down this right-hand side. Canada just need to keep the ball in hand and shift it wide as they play centre field, working their way up past the Spanish 10-meter mark now. Down this right-hand side go Canada. Is there an opportunity? Into the 22, the defence holding up for now. But with that 1 man down, is there an opportunity here for Canada? 15 metres out, show and go! There's a try! Canada hit back with the try of their own. It's Jack Carson for Canada. Jack Carson, underneath the uprights, showed the ball left. It was a dummy play. The defender bought it, and he's gone under the post for the try. Canada get a try of their own and a conversion. It's 12 points to 7 with a minute to play here in this first half. All action, but as we mentioned here in Pool A, no real opportunity at all for these 2 teams to make the Cup playoffs as Canada restart and gather the restart. Can they get a try again? In the blink of an eye. It's try number 2 for Canada. Or what does the referee say? He's going up to the TMO. This is the drama we're looking for. It's in the hands of the TMO now as the referee has gone for a second opinion. He was over the line. Did he put it down? No. It looks like he lost control of it over the line. One of the Canadian attackers, I think it's Jack Carson, who just scored a try, but ball in one hand, tried to put it down, and as a result, just on the last moment, Jack Carson there, just knocking the ball on. So a real mistake over the try line there. He should have kept the ball in two hands. The coach is not going to be happy with that one, but Spain will have a 5-meter scrum and the potential here to exit this danger zone as time is off for the moment. Precious little time to play in this first half. Spain hold on to a 1-score lead, 12 points to 7. As they look to play from deep now. Spain still a man down. The defense, or the attacker riding the defense there over the 22. Inside Spain territory, but they do have a penalty. The referee says there was an infringement at ruck time. So Spain will breathe a sigh of relief for the moment, kicking it into touch. Just past their own 10-meter mark with the feet to the line out. What do? Time is up here in the first half. Are they looking to play? Back to a full complement, of course. The Spanish want to play here. They want to leave their mark on this first half after starting so well. Still inside their own half, playing from right to left. Shifting it right to this left-hand touchline. There's a step in field. Making some wonderful post-contact meters, the Spanish. They're showing some real excitement on attack. Lovely step, and it's a try! From their own try line. They resulted a penalty, and then from that have moved right over the try line to score and go up by 17 points to 7 in this first half. They wanted the last say. They got the last say. And Spain have scored their third try with the conversion is over. So just like that, the first half concludes. Spain go up by 19 points to 7. It was Anton Legoburu Enso who got his name on the score sheet. And we will have a 2-minute break. Canada have it all to do in the second half. Down by 17 points to 7. We saw Spain, as I mentioned, push the Blitzboks yesterday in their second group game. South Africa eventually coming over the white line, the finish line, by 21 points to 14. So we know the Spanish are definitely not holding back here, and especially against Canada, we can see that they have it all to prove. And they are accepting the task at hand. Canada need to get their hands on the ball in the second half. For the moment, they're down by 7 points to 17. But it's all action, as we mentioned. South Africa up against Argentina next to conclude. Pool A, both teams on 6 points. But should South Africa get a victory, they will end top of the pool and progress on, or they have progressed already, both South Africa and Argentina. But perhaps a more favourable fixture in the quarter-final, which of course is later on today. live with Stevie P here on Forever Sports. But to everyone who's tuned in, we love this game of rugby, and especially the 7-man game. It's drama, it's action, it's blitz, and we look forward to seeing the blitz box. As Spain kick off from right to left, Canada losing possession, so Spain immediately have the ball back in hand, eating down that clock here in the second half, up by 19 points to 7. Playing from inside their own half down towards this right-hand touchline. Here come the Spanish again. They've got deft feet, and they've got the opportunity to score their 4th try, which they do. Wonderful work there. Eduardo Lopez putting the ball down. Had pace to burn. Showed it to the outside, but came inside, stepping off the right foot. And there's no defenders who are going to stop him. As he puts it down, it's 24 points to 7. The conversion under the sticks is successful. Make that 26. And now Canada, unfortunately, are right at the bottom of the table. And they have to climb a mountain here in the second half. They have to score 3 converted tries unanswered to get into the lead. As Spain restart now, it's contestable, but Canada do get the ball and try and make their way up to their own 10-meter mark. They've got to play the Canadians. All of a sudden now they have it all to prove, but not answering the call for the moment. Taken back almost just over their own 22. They've got to keep the ball alive. They've got to keep possession. Canada at the moment being thwarted by the defense. The Spanish eager to get their first victory after losing to Argentina and South Africa. But it is advantage now. Can Canada do something with the free play? No, they can't. Just over 4.5 minutes to play. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of sevens. And that hourglass of time is running out for the moment. Couple of substitutions coming on. Is there an injection of fresh legs that can make some magic? Canada, it seems, for all money here, are going to put it out into touch. But the clock ticking down. Still trailing by 7 points to 26 here. This will conclude their group fixtures. Both teams, Canada and Spain. But Spain will take 3rd place in Pool A. And so far they've been on point, on attack. Defensively, they've been sound. Not allowing the Canadians into any sort of danger zone, but Canada over halfway now into Spanish territory. Look to keep the ball alive. The support play is good. Here's an opportunity, and here's a try. Canada know that they've got to get going. Thomas Isherwood there scored the try. One of the defenders gave him a hassle after the try, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy. What a way to start Saturday here. This, of course, is Sevens Rugby, not the UFC. And who can forget the UFC when it comes to a South African fan? That being Dricus Stilnox du Plessis, bringing home the middleweight title, defeating the American Sean Strickland last weekend. An unforgettable moment for South Africa, putting us on the map. And the Blitzboks, I'm sure, would want to draw some inspiration from that. Come the knockout stages, it's 12 points to 26. The conversion isn't successful, but there's only 3 minutes to play. Canada have got to get onto it and get onto it fast. as they kick off. This time around, not as contestable. Spain do have possession inside their own 22, working from centre field towards this left-hand side. They've got the pace out wide, the Spanish. Very abrasive on attack, running into defenders, holding them off, and killing the sands of time for the Canadians. And here comes Spain. It's a missed tackle. And as I mentioned, a missed tackle can in the blink of an eye result in a try. And a try it is indeed. It's try number 5. Wonderful, wonderful work there with the fend. Jamie Monteka gets under the sticks. No opposition to force a difficult conversion, so it should be a 7-pointer here, and that should take the game away from the Canadians. So well done to Spain so far, leaving their mark here in Perth. This, of course, being the first game of the men's on day 2. This is Sevens rugby, and Spain for the moment dominating this game by 5 tries to 2. Canada would want to show some heart here to finish this game strong, but it's all said and done with just over a minute to play, trailing by 12 points to 33, still inside their own 22 from the restart. Canada 15 meters in from their right-hand touchline. It's a loose pass. There's pressure on here. Knocked on in the tackle, says the referee. But they're playing advantage. Canada still in possession. They need to go into India for some sort of consolation. Who's got the pace? Who's got the fend? Who's got the magic? Up to halfway now. Canada fighting hard, but it's going to be all Spain. Espanyol will take the victory here, and in third in group, or pool A should I say. It's a loose pass, the ball's going into touch. He can't find the support runner. Perhaps forced the last pass there, but that pretty much sums up the day for Canada. With just about 13 seconds to go here. In normal time, Spain, I'm sure, will look to get the line out, hold up play for a moment, and then get it out and take the victory, a well-deserved victory. But time is off for the moment. So it's a 3-man line out, of course. Not much to play for here, Canada. They had no real opportunity in the second half to fight for this game. The Spanish blew them out of the water, and time pretty much up on the clock. Spain want to end strong on their own 10-meter mark, 15 meters in from this right-hand touchline. It's knocked on there from the Canadians in the tackle. Advantage, Spain, they're over halfway. Still in possession. Ball security good from the Spanish. Not choosing to put it out. They want try number 6. Lovely little step. Here's an opportunity now. Here's a real opportunity now. And that's going to be a try to seal it. Under the sticks. Anton Legoburu, and so gets his second try. For the moment, though, they've gone up to the TMO. Is there another unforced error over the try line here? It looked, for all intents and purposes, that he scored. He dotted it down short of the line. So no try. Drama to end this game. But it is all over at 33 points to 12. Stay tuned. Up next, of course, South Africa up against Argentina. But that is that. Spain overcoming Canada by 33 points to 12.